us back to your lovely home.
Pleasure.
To have a look at the bathrooms and the kitchen. And why did you decide to renovate?
Well, we love this house. We love the location. The land's amazing. It's close to work, and we feel like it's perfectly positioned for the sun and the views. But it was just so very 1970s. The kitchen was very outdated, very dark, and the bathrooms just didn't work. We're in a position where we had a bathroom with no toilet and a bath, and then we had a toilet with no hand washing facilities, so it was quite awkward.
And what made you decide to approach Renovations for some help?
We approached a few companies. Refresh were one of the prompters to come back with us. We really liked the approach and that Refresh talked things over with us. And not only were they willing to listen to our ideas, so they listened to the things we wanted, but they also made suggestions that we wouldn't have thought of. Things like changing the switchboard, adding gas hot water and taking out the hot water cylinder that we just didn't have the knowledge at the time to know about. And it ended up, I think, in the long run, saving us money rather than costing.
And the process, how did the process go?
It was actually surprisingly easy. Like, there's no such thing as an easy renovation, I don't think, especially not if you're living in the house like we did, because at one point we had no bathrooms and no kitchen. But I've got to say, Refresh made it very, very easy. Like when we got home at night, it was sort of exciting because there was always something done and something different. But it was always left, although it was a building site, it was left livable for us, it was left tidy. We were communicated with, we always knew what was happening, which was very handy with us having no dogs on the property.
Yeah.
So it was
great. No, good. It was a great project to work on.
Well, we found using a company like Refresh rather than DIYing it or project managing it ourselves was that Refresh already had the contacts, so they already had the relationship with the different tradesmen. You also knew the amount of people and the kind of people that would be needed, like the builders and the shower people and the ventilators and the tilers. I think if we had been trying to project manage it ourselves, it would have been a much longer process just because we don't have those relationships, and I think a lot of the time we wouldn't have even known the right people to contact.
Yeah, well, that worked out well. Yeah. Excellent. And the project management process on Build a Trend, how did you find that?
That was actually excellent. It was quite exciting because you could go into Build a Trend and see who was coming and what was going to happen next, and you could also communicate. So if you wanted to change something or you were a bit worried about the way something was working out, it was a very easy process rather than trying to phone call and pass it through a lot of different people. It was a one-stop sort of shop, so you always knew what was going on.
We really appreciated your uptake on that Build a Trend. It was great from the office's point of view to have that communication coming our way, and also because you're so busy, it was ideal knowing that if we got hold of you later in the afternoon, by the next morning we'd have the answer back, so that worked out really well.
Yeah, because it is tricky with Chris operating machinery and me being a teacher. We don't have our cell phones.
That's exactly right.
So it was really good. We could just hop online and have a quick look when we had a spare minute. So it worked really well.
It was excellent. Yeah. And was there any unforeseen problems or anything that we had to deal with on?
We had a few little things. There was the power cable in the bathroom was a big one, and we ended up having to put in a new ceiling in the bathroom, but it looks amazing. And the other one was the machine that pushes the poo uphill in the bathroom, because there was no toilet in the bathroom and it was something we really wanted to add, and then it turned out the plumbing wasn't going to work, but that was a great solution that you found for us.
Solution there. Yeah, no, that was great. And would you recommend Refresh Renovations to friends and family?
Absolutely. We haven't finished with this house yet, and we'll be using Refresh again, and I would definitely recommend you guys. It's been an amazing process.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. It's been wonderful working with you and Chris, and
thanks.
Enjoy your kitchen.
We will, we do.
Great.